don't you feel like Egypt is so deja vu?
Yeah.
Oh,
Welcome
it's
to Arab
sad.
Spring Part 2.
Yeah, exactly, right.
It's a sequel.
It's a sequel.
The
Summer
first part was such a hit, they had to make another.
First part was spring. Now we're in summer.
Yeah.
It's like the movie Before Sunset. Right. And you know whose birthday it is today? Yeah, it's our dear Dr. Fran's birthday. Okay.
Yay!
Birthday! Yay!
So you know what they say,
Happy
Dr. Fran?
birthday.
Forget about the past. You can't change it. Forget about the future. You can't predict it. Forget about the present. I didn't get you one.
Please, I'm at the age where I need to divest, not invest.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, artificial intelligence is a wonderful
Oh,
thing.
like a Japanese birthday song, cool.
Yeah.
Kawaii.
There you go. Right. Artificial intelligence is a wonderful thing, Dr. Fran. I told my computer that today was your birthday, and it said you needed an upgrade.
Oh.
Yay. Actually, I need a new computer.
As Casey
Oh
Stengel
my
said,
God,
it
how
never
many
makes sense to
gestures
be
are there?
70 again. What?
2.
100. I'm pretending, Luna. Thank you.
Anybody know what's written on Steve Jobs' tombstone?
Oh, Jesus.
I came, I saw, I conquered, I left, I came back, I think different, I am Mac, iPod, iTunes, iPhone, iPad, iCloud,
Oh.
Yay.
Yeah. Yeah, how many Apple iPhone early adopters did it take to change a light bulb? 300.
Oh, no.
1 to do the work and 3,000 to go online and bitch about the lack of obscure features. Anyhow, yeah, there's all sorts of things. And how many people still have like cable TV or direct TV, satellite or whatever it is? Anybody still
Never
have all
did.
that
Never
stuff?
I do.
will.
Bios.
You do?
Satellite.
How much you pay a month for that?
Under 2.
Don't give me the
Still a
amount
lot.
of money. Just tell me how many dresses in Second Life does it cost you?
Yay.
Think of all the shoes you could have in here, right?
Well, you need the basketball channel. You need the Major League Baseball channel.
No, you don't.
know.
You need that to keep your husband out of your hair so you can play Second Life. Oh, yeah. How do you know if somebody has an iPhone 5?
I'll tell you.
Don't worry. They'll let you know.
Yeah, my iPhone 5 sucks. I hate it.
Yeah, don't you? I mean, that's unbelievable.
Oh.
Everything you ever bought before doesn't plug into it.
Right, and the battery only. My battery. Ever since the upgrade of the iOS, I get 2 hours of battery life out of it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Unusable.
Exactly. That's because the battery was made by Samsung, and they're making sure it shuts down.
Wow.
That's why I don't want to buy a Mac.
Oh, is that why? Yeah. We get one of these several different types of computers. You know, I was positive. We were all told we were all going to own a Linux by now, remember?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Those of us on Mac actually are running Linux.
I like
pretty up.
Penguins, though.
Who's running it? Red Hat, you said? Who?
You said
Or
on Mac.
Oh, on
Red
Mac?
Hats.
Oh, yeah, right. So,
Welcome back.
yeah, my music
Yeah,
has
yeah,
been changing
Brick
from
is.
one thing to another. I started out with
Linux.
78s, I went to 45s, 33s, 8-track, cassette, disc, and now it's just fucking lost in the cloud.
How did I get moved?
Ooh,
Oh my
I
God.
can't do that on Second Life birthday. I can't say fucking lost, can I? How about here? Can I say it here? Is that all right?
What about RSL? Are you performing for Relay?
What?
Are you performing for Relay when Relay runs?
Relay? I already did my relay performance. Yeah.
For the whole
I
thingy.
I want a new cause. You know, something interesting, like Mesh for the Poor. You know, maybe we should just...
Please help the poor.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we got our prim
Oh,
Skirt.
that
skirt.
would be
Life.
funny. That would be so
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, we have a system
She's more
skirts. That would be the
expensive.
worst.
Oh my God! Please help this poor defenseless little
Yeah.
helpless whatever.
And when somebody always said,
Girded
"Can I
for-
borrow some Lindens?" I said, "Why don't you just shut down your broadband service and sell the damn computer? You have plenty of money."
Hey, Ben.
Oh, here's Firefox. Firefox 22.0 wants to know if I want to upgrade.
Yeah, right.
22.0. Are you kidding? I think Firefox and Adobe should get together. Let's see who can upgrade faster. Oh, that's amazing. That's unbelievable between
Boy,
them.
what a crowd today. What
Yeah.
a crowd.
Yeah, it's a good crowd, right? Yeah.
I'm blocking the chair. I'm sorry.
Fran
Yeah,
took
so
her
it's your
own
birthday.
chair.
Did you get any
I know,
presents?
it's a wearable
Where's the
chair.
chair? Look at that thing.
Wearable chair. It's great, isn't it?
Sweet, I love it.
Chair? Where'd you go with it? Oh, you're over there in the corner? Okay.
I put
How
it
many
on
other
my
people-
rubber banded.
Anybody else
That's
have a
great.
birthday this month, the last few days, now, a couple days from now? Anyone else? This is a big birthday.
Is this month?
Look.
This is July, right?
Yes.
I
Hi,
have a
Bevan.
birthday
How are
coming up.
you?
The
Yeah.
United States has a birthday.
Yeah,
Hi, Bevan.
exactly.
And then comes Bastille Day.
Can I steal your chair, Dr. Fran?
No. I had brought
And
my
the rest of
own
the
chair,
world
but-
celebrates July 4th. It's the one day they
Yes.
know they won't get bombed by the U.S.
Oh.
No
Aw.
guarantees there.
Yeah.
Ouchie,
We're always
ouchie.
optimistic.
Hey, I resemble
Who's
that
that?
remark.
You resemble that remark. Okay, well, we got plenty of people coming up tonight. We have a possibility that Doc will be here tonight, believe it or not.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yay.
We got Catboy, of course.
Yay!
And I'm trying to see
Yay.
if any of our other people are around here, but I think
Here
this is it. By the way,
Yay.
just so you all know, I think it's July 12th. Is that right, Leilu? That's when the play is going on, July 12th. And you want to tell everybody what time? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, tell everybody about that. Yeah. So,
I can't hear her.
you know what W.C. Fields said, right? Start every day with a smile and get it over with.
That's good. I like that.
I liked him. He was
Bitter
smart.
much?
He's the guy who said when they asked him, why don't you drink water? He says, I won't drink what fish fucking, So anyhow, how many people are working on this relay thing? I think Dr. Fran, you're working on relay, right?
I'm in it.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Catboy,
They're
me.
just on and on and on. How many of them are there all year? They just go on and on and on, right? Is there-
And Hala's just building forever.
Now, just so you know, right here in this room, we have, how many people we have in the room right now? 33. Okay. Well, they say if you have 23 people in a room, there's a 50% chance 2 of them will share a birthday. In Second Life, if you have 23 people in a room, there's a 50% chance that many of them have partnered each other already. Wouldn't it be sad, you're out in First Life and, people know our voices and all of a sudden you're sitting somewhere in a restaurant or whatever. Someone comes up and says, I was partner to you one time. Yeah. So I thought this was interesting. Now the Supreme Court's apparently you're going to be able to get same-sex divorce, right? The ruling means that, which that's going to be the best. I can't wait for that. Gay divorce court. That's going to be the best show on TV. I might even get back television just to watch that, right?
Judge Judy will be running it.
It's going to be quite something to watch that and find out that half the Congress is on there. Yeah. So, anyhow, everybody having fun? Everybody have a good time? We got Mimi Singer coming up in 50 minutes. And she wants to know how come all of you leave when she gets up to sing. So please try to stay this time, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. She's watching all of you this time. Yeah. So, apparently the White House is going to push employer to have health care by 2015. So if any of you are planning to die between now and then, tough luck. You know, that's what I can't. It just blows me away when they come up with something in Washington and they pick a year when it's going to be enacted, and you realize I'm not going to be here anymore. That's going to be the year that I'm not here. You know, what good is that?
Wow.
Yeah. So, yep. So, yeah. So it looks like the Muslim Brotherhood isn't doing so hot in Egypt right now, right? Gotta wonder where they're going to go when they get thrown out of Egypt. I mean, there aren't a lot of places to go.
Akran is in the house.
Evening, everyone.
Fabulous.
Hey,
Yeah.
Doc.
Hi, Doc.
Yeah.
Hey, Haley. How's everybody?
The last lover
all
I had in
missed
Second
you.
Life broke up with me. Said
Thank
I was
you.
looking at her with the wrong browser.
Oh.
Yeah. I told somebody else that my dog ate my groups.
My cat just ate my dessert, actually.
Is that right?
Yep.
I still love this. Haley once said she wished she had two husbands so they could watch the game together while she played Second Life.
Smart woman.
Fabulous. Yeah. Can you imagine, you know, here we are, we're debating God, whether there's a God. And people pray to God. Am I right? Did a lot of people pray to God? How many people pray to find their keys, you know, to figure out where they parked their car? Pray to God that I just woke up where...
Hangover to go away.
Right. Sleep with whoever's in the room here. Right.
I
Can
can
you
never
imagine
find my
if you're God and you're getting all those requests? I'm sorry, we're going to be doing an upgrade on Earth. Yeah. You know, I got news for you. They keep updating the currencies. I don't know if any of you look, but the new $1 bill is coming out. Washington doesn't look very well anymore. Yeah. I need to upgrade so I can find my keys. Yeah, it's unbelievable. They always say you find it in the last place you look. How stupid is that? Of course it's in the last place you look. Would you look?
Happens all
You
the
know,
time.
next time I lose something and I find it, I'm going to say to somebody, let's look over here just to see if it's over there. You know, why not just go
Yeah.
to the place and look there and see what's there? Yeah. Yeah. I went to Home Depot. I went over there. They have a little customer care center. I said, do you fix prims? They looked at me like I was nuts. Yeah. Oh, God. Control-Alt-D. How many of you came in and found somebody showed you how to use Control-Alt-D? Do you guys all have that? That's that advanced setting? I mean, I don't get it. I mean, why did they limit our select distance and disable camera constraints to begin with? Why didn't they just give it? Why do we have to find a way to undo that?
Yeah.
What was the purpose of that? Well, let's find a way that we don't have to log off automatically if we're not doing anything. Or how about a quiet snapshot to disk? No, I'd rather a real noisy one, something playing a tune.
You have to show that you're responsible first. Then they give you the power.
Right.
Right.
Show draw weight for avatars. It's called draw weight. Did you know that? That's the draw weight. It's no longer, oh, look at that. It's something different. It's
It's no longer
avatar.
rendering cost.
Is that how heavy your pants are or what?
Yeah, I don't know. Take a look. It's in there. It's under performance tools. Showed the draw weight for avatars. Right. Oh, look at this. Holy shit. It tells me how much money you all have. Wow, a couple of you are really poor.
I don't need people to know how broke I am.
You're broke, Luna. Yeah. Yeah, but you're here, sweetie. You're here, Luna, which is great. Luna went away, came back, and she's here again, and we love her. And we love all of you guys. You guys are great. We have some good comedy tonight. Nothing that I'm doing, but what other people are doing. So just stay and wait for that. Okay? And Dr. Fran had a little birthday joke. What was your birthday joke earlier, Dr. Fran, so we can all hear it? This is a good way to find out if she left. Any of you think you're going to just leave and I'm not going to call on you? You got to be kidding. She's gone, right? She left. Am I correct? She's sitting in a chair and she's not here. She's gone. She left. Okay. What's her birthday? So that's all right. So, Doc, you got stuff for tonight? You got something for us tonight? Is that right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. You want to come up and do it now, or do you want to do it after I ruin
Yeah,
the
let's
entire
have Doug go
audience?
first.
Come on up.
Yay.
Come on up while we still have an audience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bravo.
After I'm through, that won't be a problem. Don't worry about it. Okay. Countdown is one more week till I'm in the crib, so I'm still flying home at night. But I got a couple things I want to talk about tonight. Most people know, I work now in D.C., and I work in a pretty affluent part of D.C., okay? Everything's about the image. All you see is Beamers and Porsches and Audis and all the other stuff. But there's one thing I've decided. No matter how fancy a car you drive, no matter how expensive your clothing, or how chic your designer sunglasses, you can only look so cool cruising a Walmart parking lot. I just don't get it. Now, everybody's on Paula Deen lately, so I'm not one to miss an opportunity to down somebody. I hear Paula Deen's opening a brand new eatery. Yeah, they only serve crackers. Should be a hit down south. So, here we go with the Paula Deen lightning round. Stay with me, folks. There's good news and bad news about Paula Deen. The bad news is her career's in the toilet. The good news is it's a whites-only toilet. Paula Deen refers to 90-year-old black people as antique farm equipment. Paula Deen won't even blacken her catfish. Paula Deen insists she is not racist. In fact, two of her best friends are Uncle Ben and Aunt Jemima. Walmart is going to stop selling all Paula Deen products. No worries, though. Their customers will still remain morbidly obese, so Walmart still has a net. And the Food Network will not renew her contract. But since the Food Network is not run by Jews or blacks, she doesn't know how to respond to that. And finally, Paula Deen has just announced her latest cookbook, 101 Ways to Cook Your Own Goose. So that is my Paula Deen for the way. Now, I got a couple other things. This is a story out of Los Angeles, and I had to shake my head about it. A woman named Catherine Q was convicted of cutting off her husband's penis while he slept and tossing it into the garbage disposal. Okay.
Lorena Bobbitt.
Well, Bobbitt got his back. This guy ain't getting his back unless it's mincemeat. Okay. She was given a life sentence with a chance for parole in 7 years. Well, think about that. A life sentence with a chance for parole in 7 years. Why the hell didn't they just give her 7 years and then interview her for parole, you know? Are you going to cut off any more dicks, Mrs. Q? No, sir. Okay, I guess you're rehabilitated. You've been released. Okay. Now, the name of her husband was not released to the press since he is considered the victim of spousal abuse. But using my investigative journalistic skills, I have deduced that his last name is Q, and he lives in Los Angeles. Okay? So if you hear of any dickless Qs in L.A., odds are that's going to be him, all right? Now, the original charge was attempted manslaughter, or perhaps member slaughter, but she avoided the death penalty by pleading guilty to the lesser charge of performing a bris without a license. So there's your story for you out of Los Angeles. Now, as everybody knows, I said I drive a long way. I get up very, very early. When I start off for work, it's still dark. And on the West Coast, Haley hasn't had her third cocktail yet by then, so of course I have to use my headlights, okay? Now, the day before, yesterday, I was in line for traffic and noticed on the back of the car in front of me that one of my low beam headlights had burned out. Okay, all right, fine. So I stopped at an auto parts store on the way home, and I picked up a bulb last night. I figured I'd go to work today and have one of my mechanics installed for me. Now, this morning I'm starting out, and I have to go to this little one-stoplight town to get to the interstate. And the speed limit is 25, okay? They always watch it with radar, hoping to catch some maniac going 27, so they can write a ticket to pay for the gas in that supercharged Dodge Charger Hemi V8 they paid $50,000 for, so they can chase the speeders 4 blocks through town, okay? Well, I always run with my radar detector on, and sure enough, as soon as I hit the edge of town, I heard it go off. And here's Barney Fife sitting in the hardware store parking lot, trying to look inconspicuous at 5:15 in the morning. Like he was waiting for the store to open so he could beat the rush on chicken feed and fertilizer, right? But somebody should really tell him not to sit there with his lights flashing. Kind of gave it away, right? So I cruise past him at a breakneck 21 miles per hour. Call me daring. Damn if he doesn't pull out behind me and pull me over. And he shines that xenon nuclear-powered light they have right in my rear window, hitting the rearview mirror and searing my corneas as I was looking right at it when he turned it on, right? So I try to pull over, not hitting any parked cars, as I'm now legally blind, and I begin fumbling for my license and insurance information. In a few minutes, up walks the youngest, skinniest cop I've ever seen. Folks, my dog is older than this guy, okay? I swear I heard banjos as he approached the car. I rolled the window down, waiting for him to saunter up. He got there. He took a dramatic look forward and a dramatic look back. And in a prepubescent voice, he said, "Good morning, sir. Do you have any idea why I stopped you this morning?" I said, "Well, it can't be because I was speeding, officer. The street sweeper was going faster than I was." Now, I'm not talking about your motorized street sweeper. I'm talking some old retired guy with a broom working his way up the sidewalk, okay? So, the boy cop looks at me and he says, "Is that supposed to be funny, sir?" I said, "Well, only if you have a sense of humor, officer." So he gives me his best Dirty Harry stare, and then he says, "I stopped you because one of your headlights is not functional." I said, "Yeah, I know. I got the bulb right here. I was going to get it put on today." And now, as if he didn't even hear what I'm saying, he starts off to launch into this speech about the dangers of driving with insufficient illumination on the highways and byways. Yep, that's right. He said byways. Okay. When he stopped for a breath, I said, "Well, I could see fine as long as Elmer there with the broom didn't dart across the street chasing some illegal candy wrapper trying to make a quick getaway. I was pretty sure there wasn't going to be any fatalities as a result of my insufficient illumination." He looked at me and he said, "Sir, do you have any idea how many fatalities are the result of insufficient roadway illumination?" I sat there dumbfounded for a minute, struggling for the proper sarcastic remark to that, when he cut me off and said, "Well, let me tell you, it's a lot, and I won't have any on my watch." Okay, it was at this point I felt pretty certain Elmer the street sweeper must be a relative, maybe an uncle, and he was just protecting his own. I can appreciate that, fair enough. But it'd be easier if they just let him sleep until midday after all the tractors and cattle hauler trucks had gone through town. It'd be a lot safer for him, right? But who am I to question? So anyhow, when I went to question, he stepped back as if I was going to spring out of the window of my Honda and create a scene. "Sir, are you being disruptive to this investigation?" Investigation? A fucking burnout light bulb? "Yeah," I said, I'll just wait here for Gil Grissom and the CSI team to show up, and they'll crack this fucker wide open. You know what, while we're waiting about it, why don't you... I can come out there and lay down on the sidewalk, and you can draw a fucking chalk line around me for practice, right? I'd had enough by now, so being the calm, mild-mannered, easygoing guy that I was, I said, "Listen, son, I got pairs of pants older than you, and I've been in the car repair business long enough to know how to change a fucking light bulb, so unless you want this investigation to end up on an episode of Cops, either arrest me or step the fuck back." Then I turned around to give his dash camera a good look, and I said, "Damn, I hope you're recording this, because I'm sure the judge is going to give you an Emmy Award-winning performance for a fucking burnout light bulb, which I already have in my hands." He stepped back from the car, and he said, "You have a nice day, sir."
Have a nice day.
The next time you're passing through that little town, if you get stopped, just drop my name, and I'm sure you'll get VIP treatment.
Right.
Yeah.
Or end up in the basement in chains for the next Chainsaw Massacre movie. One of the two, okay? Now, SL10B just closed. I had a booth there. A lot of people did, celebrating 10 years of Second Life. Think about it, folks. 10 years. We can all reminisce about 10 years of lag, griefing, crashes, illegal gambling, and sex. Reminds me of my college days. But anyhow.
Might remind you of your marriage.
all except for illegal gambling and sex. Okay. But everyone always complains at these events that Linden Labs doesn't even sponsor the party. It's done by the users, and they just kind of show up and walk around like royalty, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that Linden Labs is really stepping up their game with regards to the total user experience. They've got all kinds of stuff going on to help us, the users, and I'm here to share it with you, okay? Now, the most important thing in my mind is Second Life business owners. You know, I myself, I'm making a movie in Second Life, so is Catboy thinking his team. You got J Wheels doing his stuff, and there are literally thousands of users that are selling their products or services in Second Life, usually all on their own, hit and miss, with them assuming all the risk, right? Well, Linden Labs has come out with a program to help new businesses with all the experience they've acquired in the 10 years they've been online. I think this is really cool, okay? They call it the Second Life Entrepreneurs Education Program. Now, the Second Life Entrepreneurs Education Program, or SLEEP, really shows the level of concern Linden Labs has for their user business partners. And I think that really speaks for itself without saying anything else. Now, there are some other programs out there just brimming with helpful information and assistance. For example, there are many programmers like the Firestorm team using open source code to create new programs and services for Second Life. But a lot of those are based on the Windows platform, and that can be tedious. Well, Linden Labs, being the forward thinker they are, has opened a whole division for these programmers who prefer the Unix platform. In fact, they've hired a whole team of female Swedish programmers, okay? They're called the Second Life Unix team, or SLUT. This team's getting a lot of activity, I can assure you right now, okay? Now, back to Second Life businesses. There are hundreds of people that create and sell avatars. Everybody here has bought one. But some of them run so many scripts, and they're so large in size that they drag down the sim resources. So, Linden Labs has a department to advise them on the best way to build efficient avies. The Second Life Avatar Creators Keying on Efficient Resources, or Slacker team, represents Linden Labs' finest designers, here to help you keep Ruth looking her best after that fourth sim crash of the day. Now,
All right.
everybody always said Linden Lab is insensitive to the needs of its own users, so they've started the program to train their upper-level staff, yes, both of them, on how to react to problems and complaints from users, right? So, they created the Second Life Internal Management Education Division. So you can expect the slime team to do everything for you that you've come to expect from Linden Labs. Linden Labs has also begun to realize that the desires of their users do not always match their own expectations. So they have created the cooperative Second Life Unified Goals team in conjunction with the users. Yes, the Slug team, which I'm told will be working closely with the Slime team, will get up close to the users and stick to them like snot. Okay?
All right.
In an attempt to enhance their image, in a time where virtual worlds are popping up all over, Linden Labs is plugging a new motto. Everybody knows McDonald's new motto, I'm loving it. You hear I'm loving it, you think McDonald's. So Second Life has come up with a new motto. Second Life opens worlds, they call it. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So from now on, when you think Second Life, think slow. Okay?
Not a problem.
Now, Linden Lab also realizes many people get into quick, rich, in Second Life mindset and sometimes get overextend themselves financially. Like if they're buying a whole sim to sell mirror dog collars, or if they're going to advertise for subjects to come in under you in tiny empires. I know I've lost my money on that. So, Linden Labs has created the Second Life Assistance Program to help overextended users get the help they need. Yes, folks, if you need help right away, go to Linden Labs for your slap. Okay? So, in review, let's go over everything that Linden Labs has for you, right? We have Sleep, Slut, Slacker, Slug, and Slime, which you really can't have one without the other, and their new motto, Slow. And if none of those help you, then you really need a slap. With that, it's time for me to slither on out of here.
Fantastic. Bravo. Whoa. The doctor. Don't you love the doctor? Yeah. Woo. By the way, Doc, you got me thinking. You know, a lot of people don't know what Paula Dean orders at the bar. Do you know what she orders? A butterscotch.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, her other thing that she was saying, did you hear the joke about butter, you know? And somebody said no. She said, well, I better not tell you. You might spread it. Nah, that's her big joke. There you go. Now you know her fabulous jokes, right? They're not that good, are they? Okay. So we got some more comedy, and thank God we had him to make you laugh because I'm not doing anything worth the shit here. That's great. Okay. Fantastic. Woo! Yeah. Does anybody know what the life expectancy of an Abbey is, by the way? I mean, what do you think the life expectancy is?
Hope it's longer than 10.
Yeah, exactly. 3 days. Yeah. Everyone complains about Second Life, but have you never noticed if there's any 40 people anywhere in First Life, you're complaining about lag there too, right? Ever walk into like... Yeah. Right, girls? I mean, if there are 40 people in the restroom and we're waiting, that's lag, right? Yeah. Come on.
In front of the green goo, that's the yellow lag.
Right. So I had BDSM with my girlfriend in First Life, and she tied me up and left. I haven't seen her since.
I need my rainbow.
Right. Yeah. So I was around so long. I remember way back in Second Life. I only go back to 2006. Now, some of you go back further than 2006. But 2006, I think there were only like 15,000 Abbeys on at that time. 14,971 of them happened to be Haley's alts, so there were only 29 of us that were not alts. Actually, Tiny Empires is a game that only Haley plays because she's the entire kingdom of Abby.
20 alts. Who needs a kingdom?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I like what George Burns says about age, by the way, Dr. Fran. It's nice to be here. At my age, it's nice to be anywhere. All right. Aquina, Dreamscape, skate, and she's wearing a fabulous outfit. Take a look at her face. That's a lot like, Silence of the Lambs up there. Yeah, that's really great, though. Yeah, and we got some people we all know, Bardot, and there's a lot of stuff going on here. There's Jua and Kurt and people we haven't seen for a while. By the way, there was a census report done in Second Life. I don't know if you got this. And they want to know how many residents are in your household. Did you ever get that one? So somebody answered it this way. This is how I got the answers. You 1, partner 1, prim babies. Does a deleted fetus count? She'd put that down. Oh, God. Slaves never had 1. Alts. I think 2. No, wait, 3. I'm not sure. 2. What level of education has each resident obtained? Gorian love slave. You got to study for that. That's not. You can't just become a Gorian love slave. It takes time. Yeah, exactly. Come on. Do you own any of the following pets? Put down, I have a puppy that sits on my shoulder. Wouldn't it be great? Get one of those little chihuahuas and strap it to your shoulder in First Life, walk around. That would really confuse the hell out of everybody, right? Yeah. What's your race? On most days, I like to consider myself a white, elven, furry kitty. Meow.
Oh, great.
You could have any viewer at all. Which one would you like? I'd like the eye touch. Now, that would be a product for the Apple to come out with, right?
Yeah.
Please list all land and homes. Wherever I'm invited to and can log out from, that's my home. Please list the number of avatars belonging to you. Can't count that eye.
Haley will need more paper.
Does anyone know where the helmet maneuver in Second Life is like getting to second base? No, that was right. All right. We have one more comedian, and then, of course, we have Mimi Singer. And I hope all of you that are new here are coming back next week, every week, 5 o'clock Second Life time. Cancel whatever's going on. I don't care. You know, your best friend's getting married. Your mother is pregnant. You know, don't worry about it. Just come in, world. Come in. So,
Play along. It'll be fun.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Doesn't really matter, you know. I don't care who's living next door to you. Still come here, all right? Anyhow, come on up here, Catboy. Catboy's going to do a little bit of stuff for us.
Catboy.
Okay.
Catboy.
I just got to get moving here. And I got
Yeah,
up my
all right, what do you
thing.
get up here?
All right.
Somebody asked, is it
Catboy.
possible to log off
Okay.
Second Life? I said to go to debug settings.
Okay. Did I make it? Oh, I crashed right into.
That's
Right in the
lovely.
line.
Are those 2007 boots?
He's using
I
Haley's
made
line.
these.
You made them.
It shows.
I wouldn't be
They're
proud of it.
Necco boots. Those are Necco boots.
I made a lot of stuff too, but I don't go and take it out of my inventory to show you.
So,
I got a boat that doesn't float.
so bad.
I got a plane that
Oh,
doesn't
my.
fly. I got shoes with no soles. All right, there you go, Catboy. It's all up to you. You made them.
Okay. Well, SL10B is all over, everyone, and I finally did manage to find Tranny Tower before they blew it up. It's been one. Yeah, that's what everybody does. Everyone blows it up. They just, click, drag, edit across the entire parcel, and then you just unlink everything, set it to temp, make it physical, and then you just let go of it and just watch all the pieces fly all over the place. It's lots of fun.
Wouldn't SL let you?
Bam. Let's see, but it's been a hell of an eventful year for the LGBT community. One, DOMA was shot down, Prop 8 was shot down. There was an announcement from the American lawmaker that they're going to have gay marriage recognized across the whole of the United States within 5 years. So this would cause America to make a bold move forward into the present, or at least 15 years into Canada's past. Yeah. Okay, what's been going on in the news? In the news, Pluto, the planet. Oh, wait, sorry, not anymore, is it? No, Pluto, it has 2 new moons that have been discovered, and they called it Cerberus and Styx. I wish astronomers would...
The rock group.
Yeah, I know, wouldn't that be... I wish astronomers would stop picking on Pluto, because first, they downgraded from being a planet, and the 2 latest discoveries are named after features in hell. The 3-headed dog and the river of death. You got it in for this poor little thing, or what? Come on, it's just a chunk of ice. Leave it alone. All right, true story. This is out of bizarre stories that I've been looking around all over the place for. Absolutely bizarre. Recently, it was determined that a Japanese boat was sunk by a cow that was accidentally dropped from 30,000 feet from a Russian cargo airplane. Wow. What's little known was the plane was being piloted by an endangered whale.
Yeah.
Take that, Japanese. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Back to astronomers. I should have done this joke right after I did the Pluto one. Recent study revealed that there could be as much as 60 billion planets that could support life as we know it here on Earth in our galaxy alone. 60 billion. And it's still not enough room for all of Kardashian's shoe collection. Honestly, the only way that woman could keep that many shoes in her apartment is basically what she has is a TARDIS. Everyone know what that is from Doctor Who?
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
Yes, it's bigger on the inside, or at least that's what Damon Thomas said. Oh. Okay. New law passed in China recently saying that you are legally obliged to visit your parents and that parents can legally sue their children for neglect if they fail to visit. This is brand new.
Oh,
By the way, yeah. The average age of a lawmaker in China is 65 years old, and their retirement plan is for their kids to take care of them. Can you tell? Too bad they don't live over here. The only time you ever see your kids is when they ask for money. You won't want to see them twice a year or ever. Yeah, okay. Now, I don't have a lot of economy this week. I'm just about out, and the reason why was because I just got a brand new kitten, and I've been doing a lot of projects lately, like 7 or 8 of them now, so I've been stretching myself thinner than Anderson Cooper on TV.
Right.
Do you think he's got enough television coverage?
He's always on.
Man, I think he needs to be on more TV. You know, like we got to have the Anderson Cooper channel or something. But anyway, I got a brand new kitten last week, and I discovered something, is that when you live in a house that is full of cushions and beds and comfy chairs and linen closets and all that sort of thing, the most comfortable place for a kitten to sleep is on your keyboard. So all of the comedy that I had to type today, I had to lift the cat up a little bit at a time just to reach the keys. So it's taken forever to type all of this out. And okay, actually, I've been sharing pictures of the kitten around, and somebody sent me a picture of their kitten. I got to show it to you. I got it up in the ceiling here. I'm going to bring it down. This is a wonderful little guy that somebody shared with me, and I'm going to bring it down and show it to you. Oh, here he is. I'm going to, if it's going to let me edit.
It's a cross between a parakeet and a cat.
I'm going to bring this down. There we go. And blow it up.
There we go. All right. Yeah, just bring it down. It's going higher and higher, but bring it down, sure. There it is. All right.
Now take a look at this cat. Take a look at the expression on this cat's face. It's like,
One.
it was a mouse. It was this big, I swear. Just big. And the other cat's behind him going, yeah, sure it was. Yeah, sure. Crazy, crazy. But I've seen that expression somewhere before, and it's been driving me crazy. And it's like, I know I have seen that facial expression somewhere before. And finally, it came to me. And I'll flip this around and I'll show it to you. Come on, not stretch, rotate. There it is, aliens. It's his cat. Aliens. That's where I've seen that cat's expression before. Aliens. And that's all I have for this week, everybody.
Bravo! Wow,
Friday night.
Fantastic.
Yay,
Yeah, thank you
Anderson
very
Cooper.
much. Really a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm having a great time. You know, it's really funny. Don't you find it amazing? I couldn't believe it in Facebook. There's something. Did anybody see it? They asked me, and I accidentally joined Zoosk. Now, do you guys know what Zoosk is? Z-O-O-S-K? Does anybody know what that is? That's some sort of Facebook dating thing, right? Now, look at me, okay? This is me on Facebook. This is what I look like. And all of a sudden, I'm getting asked to date 16 different really tough-looking black guys have come on to me. I mean, first-life black guys, not second-life black guys. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know. How kinky are you, you know? Would you like the voice? I'm serious. I couldn't believe it. I really like you. You're looking good. Yeah. You like this white girl, huh? Okay. You think you're scary. You should see me in action. We'll see who runs out of the neighborhood faster. God, there's so many social networks, you know, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace. MySpace is back, have you heard? It's back. Yeah. It's new, it's improved, it's everything you didn't want. Blurk, Blogger, Flickr, SMS, AOL Messenger, CTalk, Yahoo Messenger, Windows Live Messenger. Don't you hate when somebody from Yahoo Messenger says hello to you? You go, oh, that was back when I was really kinky. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah. I thought I deleted that account.
Oh, my God.
Anybody still have a Windows Live Messenger? I mean, come on, that's wild.
Oh, my God.
Skype.
AOL Messenger.
Pingle, Hootsuite, Blip, Podcast, Avatars United. Yeah, right. Pinterest. Isn't that something? I'm going to put up pictures of things that I wish I had that I'm never going to have. You don't see Larry Ellison doing anything on Pinterest because he can buy it if he wants it. For those of you who don't know who Larry Ellison is, that's Oracle. All right. I'm going to get off the stage and let our dear Mimi Singer get set up here. And
Mimi is here, and stream is probably working.
We'll get her up on the stage, and we got everything working.
Probably,
right.
Probably working. You say that with such authority.
Yeah.
Probably working. Okay.
It might be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's working. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
You know, 50-50.
Working about as well as right. Probably working. Oh yeah.
Well, you know,
I wonder what Snowden's having for dinner tonight. I mean, can you imagine getting caught like in an airport hotel, right? They're not allowed out of the room. Yeah,
Cabbage. That's what they have a lot of in Russia.
cabbage, right? Can you believe it? He's going. I shouldn't have taken that stuff. This is really sucks.
She spelled that backwards.
What? Who spelled what? Somebody
Imim.
put something in chat. I didn't look at what chat said. There.
Not on stage.
I hope it's patriotic music. Yeah, yeah. That'd be great. Shouldn't that be? I mean, if we can do things like listen in, can't we just send sound so he's in his room and we play the Star Spangled Banner until he gives up? Night and day, that's all that plays. Or we should be able to, if he's got a computer, we should be able to like send things to him like Uncle Sam with a finger. I want you. Oh. Guys, you remember the Emerald Viewer? Wasn't that something? That was great.
We miss it.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. That was fantastic. Yeah, they might have been they might have been stealing everything, but you know what? It was fun. Right.
That's right. You were getting robbed blind, but you felt good about it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's amazing. If you go to stripper club in Second Life, you know, I'm talking about male stripper club, it's not what they take off, it's what they put on that counts.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyhow, I'm curious. Does size really matter in Second Life? Just trying to make up a few frickin' jokes before she gets on. I got nothing left. Laugh, okay? If you don't laugh, I'm going to make you play Tiny Empires and get a gold bar, a blue potion, a bubbly potion, a dark green potion, and of course, Dr. Grunt. No, what?
No fucking subjects.
You got it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Any of you guys have problems with your handler? My handler's a real problem. I hate it. You know, every now and then he wants to log off. I don't understand the reason for it. I'm trying to train him, but he doesn't listen. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you, you ever try in your first life, you know, to see if you can modify your house? Maybe stretch it.
How about cleaning it?
Yeah. Yeah. Cleaning it? Do they do that? I mean, you don't have to clean my house. I only sit by the computer. The rest of the house just sits there gathering dust. Years from now, they'll come in and they'll find a nice worn-out part on the seat by the computer and foot tracks to the front door. That's it.
And a totally pristine house. It's never been used.
Yeah. So I looked. There was AV Match. Did you know there used to be an AV Match here in Second Life? And it was great. I checked out one time to see the different people, and these were some of the different profiles. One had on online now. Another one put down very bored. Another person had trying again. One had randomly sweet. This one guy had down completely fucked up. I bet you he's getting a lot of good dates. And there was a testimonial on one of them. This was a testimonial. I've been in Second Life for quite a period of time, essentially lost hope of finding someone remotely like me and very early on. All that, of course, changed with Ab Match. Woot, married now, best friends in real life as well, though his wife and kids aren't so happy. Yeah, you got to wonder about that stuff.
Every
God,
day.
all the different things, right? Can you imagine that? I'm going to scratch that Abby's eyes out. God, is she live yet? Because I'm dead.
You're not dead.
Yeah. So, maybe they'll bring back Blue Mars, right? How many spend more than 24 hours a day in World?
All the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anybody partner in recent history? Anybody get partnered recently? You know? Wouldn't it be funny if you partnered somebody like a couple
Amy
years ago?
is on the mic. On the
All right, I'm
screen.
done. Thank
I'm
you
gonna
all
turn
so
it
very much
down.
for what you
Thank
do.
you.
Good job, everybody.
Whatever. Love you
That
all.
was great.
Okay. Got to relog to make my radio work.